The market sells off on Friday and breaks the NASDAQ low. Does this open the floodgates? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so on Friday we talked about the fact that our primary path was set up to go down and break both the ES and NQ lows and give us a pretty nasty Friday, and that's pretty much what we saw. They waited all the way until the close to break those lows, and so it wasn't quite as ugly as it could have been. They did, however, sell off pretty strongly into the close and have pushed down again here over the weekend. Now the question is, does this open the floodgates for lower? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so Friday was the last trading day of the month, and we did outstanding. We absolutely destroyed September. As you can see on the screen, a lot of people did very well, but if you read the comments fully, what you'll understand is people are coming to the realization of how to trade and how the market works and how EW works so that they can get good setups and good entries. And what we're effectively doing is teaching people how to control their future on their own. If you rely on me or anybody else to give you data, then when we stop doing that, you're going to have to find somebody else you trust. So our whole goal is to teach you how to fish, not just give you fish. So if you're interested in that, check out later in the video for details. For now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. You can see we got the big push down here to break the lows. They continued pushing down after hours. They hit 35.75, a little bit below that actually, which was the 1618 extension. They held the 1618 and gave us a little bit of a bounce so far, which is what you would expect if we have completed all of a wave 3. So that's what we have, a 1, 2, 3 so far. And our primary path suggests that we would see a wave 4 bounce up towards the 1.0 at 36.17. And then from there, we would look for a push down in wave 5. Now, our original target for this move down was 34.50. It has moved up a little bit to 34.85 to 35.50 because of the miss here on wave 3. It was a little bit short of its target. And so when that happens, the target may move up at the bottom. But they can push this as low as 34.50. Below that, we have to start considering that blue count that we took off a little while ago. I think that's pretty unlikely personally, but which is why I took it off the screen. We no longer have that count on the screen, but we do have to be aware that it is possible they can extend this further. That would put us in the 32.50 range as a bottom. But again, I think that's pretty unlikely. So our primary path and our expectation is that we get a bounce to 36.17 and then one more push lower towards that 35.50 to 34.85 area. And again, even as low as 34.50. And then we start to see a pretty strong bounce from the bulls. We do have to be aware of this low right here. Okay, I think they're going to bring SPX down to test any low just to get it on the chart for the cash market. But we do have to be aware that this is a potential bottom. And we can go from here. Anytime we break major lows, the bulls can step in a reversal, especially when we're getting close to our target area. So we do have to be aware that we can see a reversal from this point. So if we see a push higher up out of here, the structure will be very important. If we see a 5-wave structure, all right, that moves back over this high right here at around 3,700, that's a very strong start to a bull bounce. And then over 3,750 would be a pretty strong confirmation that we at least have a local bottom in place, a short-term bottom where we'd expect a pretty strong ABC rally up out of here. Or if it's a 5-wave structure, we could be seeing a rally to the all-time highs. It will really depend on what we see off of the lows. So I think we still need another low below this one. I think we're going to head down towards that 35.50 at a minimum and closer to probably the 3,500 area. But we do want to start to be cautious of every low and look at the volume on the lows and the strength of the reversals for a potential reversal. So primary path is up to 36.17, then down towards 34.85 to 35.50 and as low as 34.50. But the secondary is we find a bottom before that and we start to rally up out of here over 3,700 first and then 3,750 after that. If they break below 34.50 very strongly, then we have to consider that blue count that we talked about a few days ago, which would take us to the 32.50 area. Over on the NASDAQ, if you remember, the NASDAQ was behind the ES a little bit. They caught up very quickly. Looks like they have completed their wave 3. They came up just short of the 1618, which is where you would expect this to bottom. So they could push a little lower here before they do bottom in this wave 3. And then the primary expectation for them is a bounce up toward the 11,217 to 11,350 area in this wave 4. And then the same kind of move down in wave 5 towards that 10,435 to 10,189 area down here. So the NASDAQ has a similar setup of we're looking for a wave 4, and then its wave 5, as I said, can take us from 10,435 down to the 10,189 area to complete this move down. And then we would look for a strong reversal off of that to give us either a temporary bottom for an ABC rally higher or an impulsive rally towards new highs. Again, that will depend on the structure, and we'll take it one step at a time. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It will take you right over to the webpage. Once you get there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it and test it out. Become part of our trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, as well as all of your Elliott Wave questions answered. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means that our trades last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you can get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that just crushes the market. He gets you in at a small price and then gets you big multiples on your money based on how he structures the trade. It's a very unique structure, and it's something you really need to see to understand, and that's why we give you that 7-day free trial to come in and check it out for yourself. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into a small account and trades mini ES futures using disciplined trading methods, averaging 3 to 4% gains per week, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in here so we can make some money together. You can also check me out on TikTok every day after the market closes, where I do a post-market update telling you what I saw in the market that day. All right, key takeaways for today. We're looking for a bounce here up towards the 36.17 area, and then a strong move down towards 34.85 to 35.50. Remember, we can go as low as 34.50. Below that, we have to start considering that blue count towards 32.50 as an extension down. We are looking for any kind of strong reversal off of a low, whether it be an ABC or an impulsive rally. Anything over 3,700 is a good start. Over 3,750 gives us a strong indication that wherever that low was is the low. Over on the NASDAQ, same type of setup. We're looking for a bounce in 4, okay, up toward the 11,350 to 11,217 area, then a move down in 5 towards the 10,435 to 10,189 areas. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.